evening, good morning, good afternoon. I find posters like this one an insult to every thinking Zimbabwean out there, honoring the past, shaping the future. Really, Zimbabwe is a failed state. That cannot be denied even by some of the hardliner in Zanu PF itself. We cannot deny that Zimbabwe is a failed state. And characteristic of a failed state is that it's failing to provide even the most basic needs of the majority of ordinary people. Millions of Zimbabweans are living in abject poverty today as we speak. Millions have had to leave the country as political and or economic refugees. This is the reality we are dealing with. Why is Zimbabwe a failed state? We have failed to hold free, fair, and credible elections. And so the nation has found itself stuck with a corrupt, incompetent, and tyrannical Zanu PF dictatorship. Which the nation is helpless to remove from office. And that is the reason why Zimbabwe is a failed state. If people elected all these successive Zanu PF regimes, they were the will of the democratic people of Zimbabwe, then the whole nation will have to share in the economic collapse that has characterized Zimbabwe these last 45 years. But when you rig elections, then the people themselves can say, how can I be responsible for it? I never elected these people. Mnangagwa rigged the 2023 elections. SADC, the AU election observers, condemned the election process as flawed and illegitimate. So he cannot pretend that he was elected by the people. The most hypocritical thing one can say is to keep claiming that he is legitimate. He is not. Zimbabwe is a pariah state. And as long as we remain a pariah state, it will be very difficult to revive the economy. Because no one wants to invest in a country that is so politically unstable. You are stuck with a corrupt regime and you're helpless to remove it. Let's be very clear on this issue. By failing to hold free, fair, and credible elections, Zanu PF has dishonored the past, the present, and the future. The past in the sense that those who went and had been fighting for free, fair, and credible elections for an end to white colonial oppression believed in one man, one vote. The nation has never had that. We have never had free, fair, and credible elections. The present generation has been fighting to an end of the system, the present system, where those in power believe they have got the divine right to rule. That is what we've been fighting this last 45 years. Yes, we've had many opportunities to end the dictatorship. Unfortunately, the Zanu PF thugs have managed to bribe our MDC friends to do their bidding, and they forgot about the reforms. But let's be very clear on that issue. The right to a meaningful say in the governance of the country is not a privilege. It's a right of every Zimbabwean. Whether they fought in the liberation war or not is irrelevant. As a citizen of Zimbabwe, you have that right. It's a birthright. What is more, the right to a meaningful vote is the very essence of good governance. Many people have paid lip service to Zimbabwe. We want a democratic Zimbabwe. A democratic Zimbabwe is a government of the people, by the people, for the people. The people are at the center of it all. When you rig elections, what you're saying is the people have no say. And that is exactly what has been happening. SADC, the AU, condemned Zimbabwe's 2023 elections as being flawed and illegal. And we don't want to be debating that anymore. That is a historic fact. Now, what we want is to ask, what is Zanu PF as the government of the day done since the 2023 elections to make sure that Zimbabwe's next elections are free, fair, and credible? We are not going to have another election, which at the end of the day, any independent observer will tell you those elections were rigged. We have got to get over this. We must grow up. Let's deal with this problem and settle it once and once for all. If Zanu PF does not implement the democratic reforms to make sure 2028 elections are free, fair, and credible, Zanu PF must know that the regime is not going to get away with it. It may be looking to its sidekick to get people to participate in the flawed elections. But be warned, this time the fight is on. If Zanu PF does not implement the democratic reforms to ensure 2028 elections are free, fair, and credible, then those elections, even if they go ahead, Zanu PF will not have political legitimacy. That is a fact. We are not going to have another flawed election, illegal election, and an illegitimate regime masquerading as a legitimate one. Enough is enough. The fight is on. Implement the reforms, or the 2028 election, Zanu PF will be denied legitimacy. That's simple. Honoring the past and shaping the future. No. They've dishonored the past, they've dishonored the present, and they've dishonored the future. And this is not going to be allowed to continue. That take us read. Thank you.